Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up? Nigga, fucking head, man.
Angry Fan Movement is the movement to move with. URL TV for life. You already know what it is.
KG, you there?
Yeah, what up?
Yo, what up? What up, KG?
What's good, man? Yo, I got Cannon 3-0 against John. I got Clips 3-0 against John. John be talking too much, man. He gonna fuck on and die by my hands soon enough, man. He talk too much. But yeah, he gonna get smoked. We're on to the next. What's good with y'all niggas? Nah, that ain't even niggas don't nobody want to see that shit. But I'm just saying he talk too much. I got Cannon 3-0. Yo, but what's good with y'all niggas, man? Y'all niggas good?
Yeah, we good, bro. What's good with you?
You know, man, just listening to the radio, man, just soaking it all in, man, just chilling, man. But how y'all niggas living? Y'all niggas good?
Yes, sir.
Everything's good. With the radio interview with John, we was soaking in a lot of shit, and to me, it seems like you're kind of in the same boat now that he's doing the bullpen. Like, I know you don't run URL West, but that's your thing. Like, how different is it with you actually running it now? I'm hearing John gonna just like, how do you scout your talent and how hard is it now?
I mean, scouting talent ain't really a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know all these niggas that I reached out to make, this event happen. So, it's just about seeing what matchups clash with what. You know what I'm saying? Like all the battles from the Traffic event was dope. I mean, minus all the bullshit. People who came to the event, you know what I'm saying, they love this shit, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't, matching up battles ain't really no hard thing for me. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, shout out to John and what he doing on the South. They doing something totally different. Like, John Jones starting up his own league, doing his own thing. For me, it wasn't really about starting up shit, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously I'm not starting nothing up. For me, it was just about providing a platform for, the niggas on the West Coast to get just as much notoriety as niggas on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really came down to. So, I mean, it's just a different position.
Okay. But with the politics and the bullshit, does that discourage you some?
Man, for a minute, man, but I mean, I gotta say the discouragement didn't really come from the fans, because I mean, everybody who was a part of this situation, everybody who was this whole little situation in terms of the bread or whatever, everybody who was a part of this shit, from URL to all the artists, I never had no issues with none of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, obviously, Danny I'm not going to get too much into detail about the situation, because in all honesty, Danny pretty much said literally everything there was to say, and especially this nigga Life. I did tell that nigga, like, nigga, keep your life off this shit, but, besides that, he pretty much spoke on what needed to be spoke on, but, I mean, I think the frustration for me, because everybody who's a part of the event, they know what my part of the shit was. My part was to provide the platform, reach out to the battlers, make sure they knew exactly what it was, and ultimately just make sure that we had, something to make sure that we have a good event, you know what I'm saying? So from the back end of this shit, the politics on that end, I never really had no issue with, you know what I'm saying, because everybody who was a part of it know what it is with me. Like, I don't have to speak on what I did after the event to make things right, because it's just not something that I need to brag about. It ain't nothing that's worth bragging about. You know what I'm saying? All I did was correct the situation that was wrong. That was made wrong, you know what I'm saying? So that in itself didn't really have me discouraged. I would say the discouraging part came specifically from Daylyt. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that in reality, if it wasn't for him speaking on the shit, everybody who, the screenshot he put up of niggas, complaining about how they didn't get their paper, Nitty had already got paid, by then. At that point, Danny was literally the only person who hadn't got all his bread. Like, everybody else got their paper, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like he did that to big himself up, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was literally willing to expose his own people, you know what I'm saying, just because I think it all started from the fact that he didn't get on Summer Madness. I think if he was on Summer Madness, him versus Big T, he wouldn't have did none of this shit. But Chris Unbiased dropped a blog saying that, well, one of the reasons why he wasn't part of Summer Madness is because you all didn't trust him, which, I mean, that's partly true. But, I mean, he threw in the fact about how he owed niggas bread from the from this traffic event. Like, he owed me from the deposit I gave him, which is true. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. But I mean, I ain't even really sweating it. It's light bread. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think that is what triggered him off to go on this whole rampage. But he was willing to literally come at me, who, just so everybody knows, he was not going to be part of traffic. My original main event was Big K versus Ice. Period. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Obviously, the politics in terms of Norbs and, you know, that whole situation made it to where the shit couldn't happen. I wasn't going to argue about the shit. I mean, it was what it was what it was. So Daylyt was like a secondary situation. And he literally didn't believe me when I said that I was literally the only person who wanted him to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Aspect told him on Twitter. That shit got ironed out. Now he know that I was literally the only nigga who had his back. So I think the discouraging part was just the fact that I consider him cool. Like, fuck all the battle rap shit. We've had conversations outside of battle rap. I thought he was a cool motherfucker, and he was really, really, really willing to not only expose his people's writer's block, my brother Nitty, you know what I'm saying, but he was also willing to come at me, of all people, about the situation. So I would say that was the discouraging part. But in terms of, like, the whole after effects of what happened with the business, I don't really hold that shit to heart because, you know, when you in a tight situation, you know, real niggas, you know, they react how it's just a natural reaction, you know what I'm saying? So my natural reaction was when the situation was fucked up, just make the shit right, you know what I'm saying? So that ain't really, that part wasn't really discouraging. It was just the fact that Daylyt was really willing to do all that just to keep his name in the news. And I mean, I would say that was probably the most discouraging part. But I mean, we off that, man. I mean, shout out to that nigga. Shout out to Danny. Shout out to Aspect, man. Like, I don't give a fuck what niggas say about Aspect, but at the end of the day, his intentions were well. Like, he had no intentions of making any kind of bad decisions, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't his intentions. You know, obviously mistakes was made. It is what it is. We passed the shit now. But I think from a business standpoint, the thing that had URL probably the most tight about Aspect, it wasn't about the mistakes that was made. They just felt like he had a complacency about the shit. Like, when niggas was like, yo, what's good with the chip, niggas, he was kind of just more on a, yo, just chill, relax, you know what I'm saying? Like I got you, you know what I'm saying? Just trust me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, niggas ain't trying to hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't trying to hear, niggas ain't trying to hear that. Niggas got kids, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to hear your story. So I just felt like from URL's perspective, they just felt like he was just a little bit too lackadaisical when it came to cutting his paper. Like, for those who don't know, and I don't mind speaking on this shit because I got my medical card, but I actually went to jail after this traffic event for a weed charge, which ain't no big deal because I didn't have my medical card on me. Once they brought my medical card, I got let out. But literally the day after I got out of jail, Danger hit me up like, yo, niggas is like 200 short, was good. As soon as I got out of jail, I shot the nigga the money. But the way I move is I don't like playing with nobody paper. And I'm not the type of nigga I'm not a lackadaisical person. When I want shit, I want that shit now. I don't want that shit tomorrow. I want the shit yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So I felt niggas. So yeah, so I felt niggas, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like the lackadaisical, that was kind of one of the reasons why URL felt the way he felt. But, I mean, at the end of the day, shout out to Aspect. He had no ill will doing niggas a certain type of way of making mistakes. People make fucking mistakes all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is the situation has been handled. Niggas got their bread. And the only nigga who complained about it is a nigga who got a deposit that he ain't even motherfucking battled for. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, shout out to everybody who was patient enough to wait for their bread. I mean, in reality, when I did UFF, it took us like a month for BET to clear them checks. Nobody complained. No big deal. Nobody complained in this situation except the one nigga who always needs the attention. So shout out to all them niggas, but, you know, we on and moving. We got the Proving Grounds October 24th, Phoenix, Arizona. On and moving.
Okay. KG, let me ask this, because it seems like, I mean, I hear you, like you said, with the UFF situation, and as you just said, you know, you're the type of person, because I'm the same way. You say you're going to give me mines, I expect that about a certain time. But I kind of feel like people are looking at it as, because this ain't nothing, you know, like you said, it was boosted for whatever reason, but this ain't nothing new. This shit actually happens a lot in smaller leagues, but it shouldn't be where people should feel like they have to be hush-hush in a situation where it is some conniving, not necessarily in this one, but in a situation where people are being conniving. and not really going to pay you anything. That people should feel like they shouldn't say anything because they're worried about being blackballed or worried about, you know, whatever the repercussions of them saying something. I mean, because
and I don't think, but from just so you know, Wayne, from this perspective, I really don't think that niggas wasn't saying nothing because they was worried about getting blackballed. I don't think that had nothing to do with it. I think that they understood the situation because one thing, because I didn't really talk to a lot of the artists in terms of the money. Like one thing that we clear about, I didn't handle the money like from the door. Like that just wasn't my responsibility. I told Aspect a month before, like, listen, I got B Magic coming up. Niggas know who B Magic is. Like, he ain't the type of nigga that's just going to take a battle light. You know what I'm saying? He came out there with the intentions to kill me. So I told him a month in, like, listen, bro, like, you got to take care of everything. Like, because it's time for me to start really taking this shit serious. So, I mean, I didn't handle really any money whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, like, the door, none of that shit. But I don't really think it was a situation of niggas being ill will. I don't think it was a situation of a niggas feeling like they was getting blackballed. They just respected the situation. One thing that happened also on top of everything else, when Daylyt, because once I gave Daylyt that deposit, which once again was out of my pocket, it's no big deal, but I want niggas to know this wasn't URL money that was given to me to give to Daylyt. I reached into my own fucking pocket. I probably didn't spend about $4,000 just on this event alone. I said about $3,000. You know, but like I said, this money ain't shit. Ain't no big deal to me. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when I gave him that bread, literally that exact same day, he was telling niggas don't go to the event. It's not a real URL event. I mean, you know, and when that happened, we got hella cancellations. We got hella cancellations where he was saying I'm going to do antics. And when he finally said, you know what, I'm not battling, we lost about $3,500 worth of fucking chargebacks, cancellations, because he flaked on us a week before the event. I mean, granted, there was a lot of mistakes that happened, but if you take that cancellations away, everybody gets their paper, and we still have a couple bands to, like, have fun with on top of the door money. But because of that situation, like, it was a lot of events to why the money got fucked up. I mean, you know, there was situations with the club. Obviously, we had to change venues. But a lot of it had to do with the fact that I just don't feel like Daylyt really wanted to support this shit. Like, even after he said he didn't want to, even after he said he wasn't coming to the event, or he wasn't battling, he was still, I was talking to him while I was in L.A., where he was like, yeah, I'm coming out there, I'm about to come and fuck with y'all, but he never came. But he was on Twitter as soon as the event was over talking about how shitty the event was. So I feel like, in a way, ain't nobody speaking on the fact that this nigga, I feel like this nigga didn't want to see this event succeed. And I feel like that was like that for a lot of West Coast niggas, which is sad to me because my intentions was never to take away from King of the Dot West or LA Battlegrounds or AHAT or any of these other leagues. It was really just to provide the platform for the niggas who deserve it, for the Prophecies, for the Stewie Newtons, for Nitty, because at the end of the day, Nitty wasn't on URL until I created this URL West shit. It just didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what the point of this shit was. So, like I said, the only discouraging part is just the fact that this nigga, it seemed like he wasn't 100% behind it, and I feel like if you're not 100% with it, then just don't fuck with it at all. Don't take niggas' bread and act like you're gonna battle. We had conversations with Beasley. I mean, it is what it is, but shout out to that nigga. I'm not gonna sit here and keep going over the same shit. Shout out to that nigga, but it was a lot of different reasons that wasn't all Aspect's fault. As I said, I feel like a lot of reasons why URL has this problem with Aspect is because he was nonchalant on the back end. If the nigga was, like, proactive about it, if he was hitting niggas like, yo, bro, just, I got you, boom, 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 it probably would have, you know, ironed over a little different. But because he was kind of a little just more chill about it, I think that's what kind of ruffled their feathers. Because, you know, New York niggas, they not really laid back, chill. That's more of a West Coast thing, you know what I'm saying? And being that I'm from Michigan, you know, I still got that, whoa, nigga, what's up with that paper, nigga, I need it now type shit. So it is what it is. But like I said, at the end of the day, shout out to Aspect. Even if he ain't fucking with URL West no more, he know that's my nigga. We all make mistakes, man. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. It ain't about how you fall down. It's about how you bounce back up. And so we bouncing back with the PGs on the 24th. And then we hopefully try to get this East versus West shit popping if these niggas ain't shook.
Yeah, I've been pushing for that shit for a little minute. I mean, that has to be the next big.
Well, I mean, we want to make it happen, man. But it's just about. I mean, let's be honest with each other, man. If we had this event in New York, are we really gonna get the? Is the West gonna really get the same love that New York will get if they come to the West? That's a serious question y'all got to ask yourself. Because one thing about any King of the Dot West event or any past event on the West, if a nigga from New York come out here, let's take Daylyt versus Charlie Clips. A lot of niggas said Charlie won that battle in L.A. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people felt that way. People who was in the fucking building felt that Charlie won the battle. You know what I'm saying? So I think with L.A., they just so happy to have these type of events where we got these smack niggas coming out east. Niggas was hyped to see Chess versus fucking Nitty, which hopefully we drop within the next couple of days. Niggas love seeing Steams come back out, or even Young Cannon. I know, you know, John was just ragging on Young Cannon, even though Young Cannon will 3-0 that nigga. Like niggas love to see that nigga come out, you know what I'm saying? Because like they love seeing new niggas come from all around the country. So that we accept everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas support everybody. I say we. Everybody know I'm from Michigan, but obviously when I'm talking about West Coast, it's a West Coast culture. Just so we clear, I am from Michigan. I lived 23 years in Michigan. I lived out here for the last 6 years, but my battle rap career started in the West Coast. So I rep the West when it comes to that. Plus, I live here. It ain't about where you from. It's about where you at. It is what it is. Niggas know who know me, know I'm from Michigan. But at the end of the day, you're going to get more love coming to L.A., whether you're from L.A., New York, whatever. If we go and battle in New York, I don't give a fuck about battling in New York. I get love in New York, you know what I'm saying? But that Danny Myers T-Rex battle, it says a lot. I mean, regardless on what niggas think about how Danny's performance was, okay, maybe it wasn't his best battle. Maybe it wasn't as good as, say, Danger's battle. But I heard a lot of hard-ass bars that got little to no reaction. And I don't even buy into the mic situation. I don't buy that they edited the audio. I think that shit is corny to even think that. I just think that them niggas just went out their way to not really show that man love against somebody like T-Rex. Because out there, T-Rex is like a folk hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm gonna get comments where niggas is like, who the fuck this nigga KG think he is? Nobody, you know, it is what it is. Like, niggas look at Rex like a legend. So I feel like niggas just wanted to go out their way to make sure the shit didn't really look that good on camera. It is what it is, man. So I mean, if we do this West versus East shit, we need to be neutral or bring that shit out West, because at least we know niggas is gonna get love top to bottom over there.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying, oh, damn, I never looked at that shit like that. But I mean, do you have a solid 5-man team or a 7-man team?
Shit, man, it really ain't nothing but a word. Like, I can't really say that Ilmac is gonna be all the way in, because obviously he just won that King of the Dot chain. So I don't know what kind of obligations he has with King of the Dot. But I know for a fact, me, Danny, Nitty, I hate to say fucking Daylight's name, but at the end of the day, if we're doing East versus West, they include this motherfucker's name. So I say Daylyt. Even if we throw in Pass, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we got to throw in Pass. Throw in, if we can get Ilmac, great. And then I would say have one young nigga, one young new nigga versus one young new nigga over here on the West. And I can give them either Prophecy or Stewie, which one y'all niggas want to see. Make sure y'all go to URL right now and check out that Stewie versus Prophecy battle, y'all. Don't make this bias, man. That battle is fucking fire. So any of them two niggas, I can give them against any of them up-and-coming PG niggas from the East Coast. And they gonna cook. They gonna fight. It's gonna be a war. So that's what it is, man. Like, I can kill I feel like I can kill anybody they put in front of me. So if John, funny-looking ass want to come, he can die. If Chilla, I've been saying Chilla's name. If Chilla want to come out here, shit, I'll, come out here and catch this fucking fade, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's niggas who know they got fades coming to them that's been ducking these bitches, you know what I'm saying? So, any of them niggas, either one of them niggas can catch the fade. John owe me the fade. He know he owe me the fade, but them other niggas, Chilla, he can die too, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can make it happen, man. Like, it ain't really nothing but a word. Like, Beasley already put the bug in my ear, like, man, let's try to make this shit happen. So, if them niggas want to come out here, I know a lot of them niggas ain't comfortable when they leave New York. They get nervous. They not the same nigga. I know they not the same people when they when they leave New York. So I hope they them same niggas, because I know when I'm in New York, I'm dolo, and I'm good. A nigga ain't tried to test me once, and it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So come out here, man. Come get blowed. Smoke this fine bomb. Get a bad bitch. Get on the motherfucking West Coast, man. Get on that ocean, man. Go hop on Venice Beach and then die in a battle, man. It's only right. You feel me?
Well, KG, hold up. I don't even want to backtrack on it. So, all right. So is Aspect still doing it, or are you doing it now with URL West? How's that going now?
Well, I mean, I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, in terms of this situation, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and, like I said, I don't want to get too deep into it, but just know I rectified a lot of these issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I ain't going nowhere. So, I mean, so that ain't even really in question. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like I said, I got the PG event coming up next month, so we good. In terms of Aspect, I don't really know where he at with it. I know he got like a lot of issues outside of battle rap. Family issues, personal issues. So, I mean, for his, and I would say on his behalf, he's probably just going to fall back just because, I mean, it's the best thing for him at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's getting a lot of unnecessary flack. Some of the flack he's getting, hey, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like he has a lot of family issues going on, a lot of personal issues, so it's probably in his best interest to just chill. I've already reached out to Danny. I already talked to Beasley. We're going to bring Danny on in terms of, like, helping me out with this West Coast shit. And at the end of the day, it's just about New York, Beasley. They already know what it is. Send the bread this way, and we'll take care of the event. Bring the sponsors. And that's another thing. Just so people know, we didn't get no sponsors for Traffic. You can't really think of an event of this magnitude that didn't have no sponsors. So that's another thing that Aspect needs to get a little bit more props for. We literally came out of pocket for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, Beasley dropped a couple of dollars to pay a couple of niggas deposits, but the majority of the bread for shit came out of our pockets personally. We didn't get any sponsors, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all listening to this, if you on the West Coast, if you're trying to support a growing movement, because the people who came to the event, they fucked with it. If y'all want to fuck with a growing movement, if y'all know clothing companies, different companies that's trying to, build onto the movement, come build, man. You know what I'm saying? That has a lot to do with this shit, too. So, I mean, come build so we can do something great. You know what I'm saying? We can't bring a big name, a Rex, a big name motherfucker out here without sponsors. So, come out here, show that love. But past that, I'm just going to reach out to Beasley, Smack. Hey, send me some money, motherfuckers, so I can make this shit happen. We already got that understanding, so it is what it is. We just going to make sure this next event, even if it take me till January or February, just to make sure the shit is done right, then we gonna wait that time, because we not gonna never have no issue like this again. It's just not gonna happen. Like, I don't believe in making the same mistakes twice. That's called insanity, doing the exact same thing expecting different results. So we not gonna move like that.
Okay. Real quick, KG, I wanted to ask you about this blueprint. I wanted to ask you about how the clothing line going.
It's good, man. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, man, because a lot of niggas was asking about my clothing line. We actually had some bitch-ass, some other clothing line company that I had never fucking heard of in my fucking life hit us with a lawsuit talking about we took their motherfucking image in terms of the Taste signature. So everybody who got my shirt, that Taste signature on the back, according to some clothing line that I have never heard of in my life, that is not called Taste, you know what I'm saying, they hit us with a fucking lawsuit. We still going through this shit right now. And lawyer fees is a motherfucker. And that's on top of all this other battle rap shit. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. What we doing, we about to switch up the whole name. We're going to switch up the lane to King Official Clothing. So, yeah, I'm going to try to have that out before the end of the year. But I appreciate the question. I'm glad that you asked, because it wasn't something that was brought up. But because of legalities, we pretty much got to scratch that whole motherfucking my whole emblem. So because of that, I had to take a step back. It's fucked up, man. These politics is a motherfucker. So yeah, because of that whole situation, I had to take a step back and just make sure that everything was correct. Even though we had the copyright, we still had to deal with the lawsuit. So we just gonna do we switching it up. It's gonna be King Official Clothing. It's gonna be more of a grown man clothing. It's not just gonna be t-shirts. We really, really grinding. I got some serious people behind us in terms of the business. So we just gonna switch it up and do it do it correct. Make sure the lawyers is all behind it. We do it right.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. So, I mean, I know motherfuckers was hoping that I was going to come on this motherfucker and just dog niggas and put niggas under the, throw niggas under the bus. But me and Wing had a conversation. Me and Angry Fan had a conversation. I'm not going on this motherfucking radio show and using anybody as a scapegoat. So for all you niggas that hear me, if y'all want to blame somebody, blame me. And you know why you want to blame me? Because I brought Aspect on. So any mistakes that was made, it was made because I allowed him to go on that. It's because I allowed him to come onto the team. So don't stop blaming him. He made his fucking mistakes. He's done. He's pretty much done with the shit. If y'all want to use a scapegoat, fuck it, use me, because I'm not gonna sit here and drag nobody's name under the bus to clear mine. Everybody who was a part of this fucking event, they know what's up with me. They know what the situation was. But at the end of the day, I'm not getting on no motherfucking radio show and blaming somebody else for why the situation wasn't good. You are the company that you keep. So if y'all want to blame somebody, fuck it, blame me. I'll take that shit because I'm a stand-up nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stand-up nigga. So if y'all want to use me as a scapegoat for the shit, be my guest. Just know everybody got took care of and we moving forward. So while y'all hating, keep moving. Just watch us move, because we ain't done. This URL shit is just started on the West Coast. We just starting.
I told that East. Go ahead, Wayne.
No, I said that's what's up. Shit.
Yeah, that East versus West got to happen, man. Got to make that shit happen. But they got to be ready though. Niggas got to get out their comfort zone. Niggas done seen Danny go to New York solo. Niggas done seen Daylyt go to New York solo. Niggas done seen KG go to New York solo. Have we seen Rock leave out of the East Coast solo? Have we seen any of these East Coast niggas leave out? Have we seen any of these niggas leave out solo? I mean, we seen clips. He came out here, you know what I'm saying? But how many of these motherfuckers have we seen come out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, we not gonna hurt y'all, bro. Like, I promise. Don't let the disaster and mass situation fuck y'all up. It's love out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good money. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid, man. Come out here, catch a fade, smoke a blunt, go fuck a badass bitch of any race, because they all bad this way. That's what it is. That's what it is, my dude.
Yep. So yeah, shout out to y'all. I'm about to hop off this shit because I got some business I gotta take care of. Shout out to Angry Fan. Shout out to all them niggas commenting, even the ones that's fucking hating on me right now. Shout out to you niggas as well. You know what I'm saying? I love all you niggas, especially the haters. Keep the shit coming. Once again, if you gonna hate on the boy, tag a nigga. Be responsible about your petty. But I'm out this bitch. Shout out to y'all niggas.
Salute.
Already, money.
Fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking heads, man.
Angry Fan movement is the movement to move with.